subject I wish they taught in high school was A. Date Rape 101, B. Gangster Ebonics for crackers, or C. The pull-out method. I'm gonna go with C. Connor.
Yeah, so I have a contingency here. I will take B if it's taught by a white guy.
Oh my god.
Otherwise, if it's not taught by a white guy, I'll take C.
Buy crackers for crackers.
Right?
You ever notice how often people don't use an ashtray, but they use anything else for an ashtray except for an ashtray?
Rob, what are you using for an ashtray?
A McDonald's lid.
Overrated or underrated? The risky text.
Overrated or underrated? The risky text.
Underrated, send that shit.
It's going.
All right. This week we're making 2 trips to Florida.
Dos.
And I think, should I start with mine first, or do you want to do yours?
Start with yours.
Start
and
with
we'll
mine?
lighten it up a little bit.
All right. So we should warn you. This was something that I wasn't expecting, but you know it's Florida, so anything can happen.
It's Florida.
A month ago, Joshua Nero, 23-year-old kid,
Okay.
gave a eulogy for his grandfather.
Nice guy.
2 weeks later, he was arrested for killing him.
Not nice guy.
Well,
That's a balls, man. That's a balls.
He was arrested for killing him. A projectile found in a pine tree on the south side of the old man's home. Which was found projectile.
What was it?
It just said projectile.
They didn't clarify.
No.
No.
The story did not clarify.
All right.
Then again, it was Fox News, so yeah, guns.
Probably.
The south side of an old man's home, which was found to be coming in the direction from the grandson's home.
Hold on, can we be real here? They probably said projectile because it was probably some like homemade bullshit this old man made, or like
They
or
couldn't,
this
like-
little kid made, and he was just like, "I'm gonna kill you, Grant."
Right, they're
That's
looking
like-
at it. They're looking at the thing like that's not really a bullet, but it's kind of.
Like, we don't know what the fuck this is.
They did find, however, that it was connected to a bolt-action rifle.
Oh, wait, bolt action. Jesus Christ.
Which
Kid
the
have a broken
grandson
shoulder
did
after?
own. Probably. Which the grandson did own. However, here's what I found insane. He was arrested after the 2 weeks after the funeral. He had to pay a fine of $150, and he now walks among us.
Oh boy.
Florida.
So he's just killed his grandfather for $150
Keep this in mind, everybody. Grand Patricide will only set you back $150.
in Florida only.
In
Florida.
Only in Florida. If you try that in like Iowa or some shit, you're going away.
Yeah, you are.
Nah, they're like, this man only had a few years left.
Grandson just sped it up a bit.
But,
But pay him like, I don't know, $20 for every year that he could have lived.
right.
The grandson, Grandpa, if you tell me one more time to just take you now, I will.
He probably did too.
Yeah, Grandpa said one too many things about wanting to not be here anymore. Grandson said, all right, Grandpa, bet.
Look out, I've got this.
Fuck.
Wow.
It's not even an automatic, like a bolt action. You have to reload every shot. That is a big caliber.
Right.
That's a big boy.
If you hit your target, you never gotta reload.
True. That's
That's
why I
right.
only go hunting with a 50 caliber sniper rifle.
Do you?
Yes.
And where do you put that 50 caliber sniper?
On my back.
Okay. How do you get it there?
By walking?
Oh, so you don't drive?
No, I walk.
Okay.
Where are you hunting around here with the fucking? Okay.
You've seen where you live.
People?
You can
You
hunt
hunting people? Good deal.
No, I
Maybe
only
you
hunt
could be in
squirrels.
Florida.
Oh, okay.
I only hunt squirrels with 50 caliber sniper rifles.
So they just fucking explode.
Yes.
Love that.
I've got a backyard that might need some attention.
You just hear just and then just like
Oh my
bucket.
Well, on that note, I wonder if your guy knew my guy.
But, maybe. Maybe.
So also in Florida, there was a man, of course his name was Michael Johnson, the whitest of the whitest names you could possibly have.
Pretty white.
And
Yeah.
the viewers at home can't see this, but he looks sad. Like he looks like
Oh, he does.
he
Yeah,
looks
He's
like,
doing one of these.
yeah. He's like, yeah.
He's trying to like
probably-
pout in his mugshot.
Yeah. But yeah, this man somehow acquired a large amount of like presidential like coins, some very rare coins. And he put up to $33,000 of those coins into a coin star because the man just really needed a drink. And so he bought like a fucking $8 pack of beer with the fucking
The Coinstar money.
with the Coinstar money, and then got arrested. And like your guy, he's also out.
Is he?
He made bond,
Mhm.
probably with the rest of the money.
How much? It was like $29.30 that he ended up getting out of it. So an $8 pack. So he's got what? About $20 left.
Yeah, he had $33,000, enough to score a couple packs of 12 packs of beer. So a couple, that's not that much. And he, oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Yeah, okay, but he had a total of like $350,000 worth of coins. So he had a lot left. He sold some, and then he put some through a lot of coin machines. Yeah. His only statement was, "I was using those coins to stay alive."
Oh. That's all the coin.
That's his only.
My first thought
Yeah.
hearing that is that he has some kind of Rube Goldberg mechanism that uses all of these rare coins to literally keep him alive.
I like to think that he melted them into armor.
I don't know. All I know is that this man, I don't know, he was disabled, he wasn't working, he had a lot of coinage. But yeah, okay, so he was booked, charged with grand theft of more than 100,000, and then
Damn.
he left 3 days later, posting bond.
Okay.
And how many of his Coinstar coins went to his bond?
It doesn't say.
Oh,
It doesn't tell you. And yeah, I don't know. That's all it says.
oh, I have an update from the story from last week about the guy that was surfing in his truck.
Oh yeah.
I didn't hear about
Yeah.
that. I did not hear about that.
I'll show you when we're in a break. But so again, Florida.
Yeah.
No one said I couldn't.
All right.
So for those of you that listened last week, a man in Florida was arrested because he drove his truck into the ocean trying to surf. and it
Wait. So did he have like a surfboard in the back, or was he
No.
surfing on his truck?
He was surfing in the
his
truck.
You mean he was driving his truck into the ocean?
Yeah.
Yes. But he was surfing.
That's not how you surf.
So the cops take him out and arrest him. That was the last we heard from this guy.
Right.
Where is he now?
Where are
He
you
went
now?
to jail.
Oh shit!
Okay.
He actually got jailed for that.
I would have
He
put
went to
insanity.
jail and lost his truck.
Oh,
Which is kind of sad. But he's out now for, ironically, $200, and he's not allowed to go to that beach anymore.
That's it. Oh man. He's gonna get a new truck to go to another beach. There's a lot of
He
beaches.
goes a little further down.
right?
Right.
Because it's technically a different
Right.
beach.
Not the same beach.
It's the same beach, but the zoning laws, in fact.
Just goes down to another private beach. Just
No one's swimming here.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking
Can you show me the
February.
sign where I? Can you show me the sign where it says I can't surf in my truck?
Every beach in Florida has to now put up
No
no
truck.
trucks. No trucks. I wonder if that beach specifically put up a sign.
I bet you they did,
I
Oh,
hope they
I
did.
bet you they did.
I
Oh,
hope
probably.
they did.
or updated their rule to be
No
like no trucks.
surfing on anything larger than 8 feet.
8 feet.
Surfboards are long.
Yeah, surfboards are.
Yeah, there's probably an 8-foot surfboard out there.
I bet I can find a truck that's smaller than 8 feet that someone will try to surf.
Toyota Tacoma.
8 feet
Exactly.
long though. There's no way. Y'all are crazy.
All right, are we randoming
Okay,
that?
there would obviously be a weight limit as well. You can't bring anything more than fucking probably like 10 pounds.
How much do you think surfboard weighs?
Well, there has to be a limit. Like,
True.
you can't say you can't bring anything under 5 pounds when there's like 500-pound men in the fucking ocean. Like, it's kind of fucked up.
Random time then?
I'm good for random time.
Random time?
Random time.
Is random time, y'all. Oh, okay, just dropping all my shit. Okay.
Out of the fucking. Like,
Quack. Whack.
all right, so it's random thoughts with Rob.
Is my birthday.
At least when we're recording it, it's his birthday.
Is my birthday right now.
This is gonna come out in
It's
like 2
his
weeks.
birthday. He's old now.
It's official, y'all. I'm 25.
Oh,
My
so that
brain-
means he's a quarter of the way through.
My brain is done cooking. We are all set to go.
It's a different kind
He's
of
cooked.
cooking.
He's cooked. He's burnt.
Yeah, he is.
He's
That's racist.
How dare you?
No, it's not. You're not like that, baby.
I sure hope not.
And then,
He's not burnt. He's golden brown.
it's true.
You wanted to make it that way.
Hey guys, check it. Did you notice in Shameless at the end, or like, wait, was it the beginning of season 8? At the beginning of season 8, when V went back to the alibi?
Yep.
At the beginning of season 8 in Shameless, did you guys realize that Svetlana called V a nigga?
She did.
I know, I've watched it.
In Russian. She
Oh,
called
really?
it
You know.
her in
I do.
Did you guys know that in the scene
I was waiting for you to get to that.
they start arguing, right?
As soon as you said you were watching that, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be funny.
Now they start arguing because Svetlana stole the alibi from V, and V and
You
Kev.
gotta go spoiler alert, spoiler alert,
Oh,
spoiler alert.
Have you seen the demographics that watch our stuff?
I don't care. You
There's no shot that they're watching.
Anyways,
They're either like 8 years old or they're 40. Like,
why do we
there's
have
no-
8-year-olds watching this?
I hope there's no 8-year-old.
I hope there's no 8-year-olds watching this.
If you're 8,
Yo, if you are under the age of like 12, I'm sorry.
I'm saying it's
Do your
like
homework.
that far of a
Yeah, I know
fucking
what you're
thing.
That's
I
not what
don't
it
I
is.
haven't said it's like only adult accounts.
Listen, if you haven't seen Shameless yet, no offense, babe, it's like, nah, why? Because it ended like 4 years ago now. It ended 4 years ago now. It started like almost more than a decade ago. So, fuck your spoilers. Anyways, go ahead.
So V and Svetlana are arguing, right? And they're going back and forth. And then Svetlana says something along the lines of, like, and that's why you can't run the alibi, and now get your Chornoy ass out of here. Did you know that Chornoy in Russian means black? Like the color?
Like the color.
Like
Yes.
the
What
color?
other black is there? Like the color.
Just gonna plead the fifth on that. It's like what other is there for black?
Yeah,
Anyway.
he was like so uninterested, and then he heard that, and he was like, "Oh!"
I'm so
Now,
serious.
was this like he was shocked or like when you got ripped in half?
Well, because
Oh my God. I really wish we had that on a recording or something.
It was
There's-
way too early for it to be on a recording.
But one
it
day,
was-
you know Gears of War 5?
well, not that specific one, but I know Gears of War.
Okay.
Okay, it's that franchise.
So we were
Okay.
playing Gears of War 5. It was me, Connor, Anthony, and Dwayne. It was the 4 of us. And we were all doing a horde mission, which is waves and shit, rather than like multiplayer or whatever. Oh no.
Not like the waves you drive your pickup truck through.
No, not those
It's not my fault. My truck can't serve.
So every 10 rounds of horde, there's a boss. And every boss has like different attributes, and you kind of like learn them after a while. And this was like my second time playing this game. For my Gears of War fans out there, the boss that spawned was the matriarch. Okay, I had no idea what that was. I just saw Big Monster. Okay, and my class was a brawler class that was meant for melee. So I was like, all right, 2 + 2 equals go punch it.
What was the second funny part before you get to
Oh,
that?
right before that, I was like, because everyone was like, "Oh fuck, it's the boss, it's the matriarch," and
Did-
me
did-
being
I'm not sure if you
the
heard
tank
that.
and the melee class, I was like, "Don't worry, guys, I got this."
Right after he said that, my thing while we were playing with this was it was a weapon. It was called the Lancer, right? It was that one with the chainsaw on it.
You don't want any of this?
With the chainsaw on it. Right after he says, "Don't worry, guys, I've got this." I'm just standing, like hiding in a corner, just.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's over here just lancering everybody. It's
was
just like
working.
it's just holding him. He's just holding the button like, "Come at me, bitch! Come at me!"
It was working. That was the funny part.
But anyways, I was like, "Don't worry, guys, I got this." I activate my special ability where you like light on fire and like charge forward, and I'm like, "Yeah!" Right, and I like start beating the shit out of it, and I wasn't doing shit to the boss because the health bar is above it, and I was right on top of it, so I can't see the health bar. I'm just like wildly swinging. The matriarch picks me up, and I'm like, no, don't worry, guys, I got it, and rips me in half. And I was like, oh, can you leave me and I'm got it?
Meanwhile, Dwayne, Anthony, and I are on the floor laughing.
I can imagine.
Because this was when you lived with Anthony at the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could hear you screaming in Anthony's headphones.
I would laugh.
Which was what did it for me, which was really funny.
But yeah, we were watching
his
Shameless.
stream was so high that it canceled his out, but I could still hear it through Anthony's headphones.
But yeah, no, we were watching, and I was kind of like, uninterested-ish. And then she said that, and I was like, "Who? What you just say? Whoa, wait a minute!" Because I was just like, it's funny because I'm teaching myself Russian on Duolingo, and like I can understand Svetlana when she talks for the most part, and it was funny because like I never understood that it would come in handy in that way. Like, thank you, Russian, for letting me understand the racism of Shameless.
I was at work yesterday.
I thought that's Duolingo that's teaching you Russian.
Thank you, Duolingo.
Yeah, but I was at work yesterday and Ari looked at me and she was like, "You always like every time I look at you, you come off to me as someone that should be from like Russia or something." And I was like, I mean, I love that. I've always wanted to be Russian or Australian, but and then
You've seen the amount of vodka I could drink.
I can teach you.
no, I'm a tequila person, so I guess I would be more like Mexican.
Я учитель.
What?
I am teacher.
Okay, but
Says the one that can't hold it.
What?
oh, the alcohol.
The alcohol.
No, I was teaching her how to speak Russian.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
But
Whatever.
I got you.
Never
I
mind.
got you.
It's okay.
But-
I'll be over here.
Random thoughts with Rob without Rob.
No Rob. Random
But
thought.
Robless random thoughts.
I said that
That was funny. Robless random thought.
random Robless thoughts.
Random Robless.
There you go.
Random, just say it all different ways, really fast.
Rob lame the swaps.
You can.
I can't spell that.
There's a few M. I think there's a P in there.
I think there's a P. There's
That's
probably a
like,
silent B in there too.
It's accent.
it sounds like when Connor's doing the draft and he's trying to figure out what the fuck you just said and he's writing it in. I think he said a.
It happened recently, but the one where he was like thinking about something and he just goes, and then I started typing down just M's and then it changed it spelled correct into just HMM.
You're right.
I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's it.
Can we talk about how fucked up autocorrect is for a second?
About it.
After a while, it starts learning your
Okay.
mistakes and then autocorrecting to your mistakes.
Oh, that's why you can't. Why reading your fucking
Well,
text
maybe
is a
you need to
hieroglyphic.
stop shitty texting.
I
If
don't-
I'm a normal person,
Right.
what happens is it just like learns your slang and then it just doesn't autocorrect it when you type in your slang. But for you suck at texting. So it just learns
Let me
how
see if I can
shitty
find one of the
you
old
are.
messages he
Listen,
sent me.
it
with
just
this
learns how
bullshit.
shitty you are at texting. So that's why it happens to you.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am 100% confident that my autocorrect has given up because I haven't seen it correct shit in months. Honestly,
Because it's like, this is just how we type.
like it
You
might
can't correct
capitalize shit here and there.
Well, you can't correct it if you're always doing it. Then they're just like, this is just his slang. This is what he does.
So this guy's just naturally fucked up.
Yeah. Seriously.
Oh, this came like that.
Yeah, it learns that you're fucked up like that.
It learned.
I tell this story all the time, but I swear, like the second week that I was talking to you, I was with a group of friends and you sent me something. And I was like, guys, what does this say? I don't know what the fuck this says. And we were all just trying to figure out what the fuck you said. Until like 2 hours later, I figured it out. And then I just learned that you just never say anything right when you're texting.
You kind of learned. Okay, but for the most part, here's what I'll say. If you look around the letter that is in there, and it's obviously a fucked up word, look around. You know what I mean? Like, you might find the letter, you just gotta do a little, like, swapping out. That's all. What the fuck? Why does my PC need to restart to set up your USB drive?
I don't know. There's nothing on it though.
Weird. Speaking of, guys,
Where's the one with the cat that he misspelled pound?
I got a new keyboard. Listen to it.
oh,
It's so nice.
oh shit,
Where we go? We're back.
nothing in my ass.
Something in his ass.
No.
Okay.
My foot got caught in the thing.
In your ass?
No. Oh my god.
That's what you said.
Not that flexible.
And
thing.
that's his text message.
Pretty much.
That's my nipple, babe.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's like right on the outside of my nipple.
Nope.
Yeah, that is my nipple.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Stop. Then that's my belly button.
It's in the wrong
All right, we're gonna
place.
stop this now.
It's in the wrong place.
It's in the wrong place.
Because I'm sitting.
No, it's always in the wrong place. You have such a weird place, belly button. I love you and you're
I've got nothing.
I guess my belly button has weird placement.
I like
Connor,
it.
you should start a poll. Start a poll. Do I have a weird belly button placement?
I'm gonna.
Yes. When this episode comes out.
Here's the thing though, is as soon as you tell me to do that, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna change it to is Robert weird? Yes or no?
Robert Weird.
Yes.
And I'm gonna end up being the only vote on it, and it's just gonna
Be
be
100% yes.
Also, I'm close to yes.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm kind of fucked up right now.
Wait.
I know.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday to him.
Like socially.
Socially fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
We love it here. We have fun.
Sometimes too much fun.
Nah, not enough.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna move on though.
Yeah,
Why
jump right in.
not?
Why is it so big? What happened?
Because you full screened the
Because
damn
your
thing.
head's
Oh, fuck, what do you mean? I didn't even do shit. I didn't touch nothing.
You really did that last.
Anyways.
Anyways.
All right, it's overrated or underrated time.
Oh, you fucked it up. You had to say anyways, too.
Anyways.
Anyways.
Well, it's overrated or underrated time, which means you are either correct or you're wrong, based
Exactly.
on our opinion.
No, you're always wrong.
You're always wrong.
Oh, I like that one
Always.
better. Actually.
Always. Always.
I think
Always
that's
is
better.
better.
You're either wrong or you're wrong.
All right.
Even if you agreed with us, guess what? You're still wrong.
Just a little bit. Oh, it might be.
Oh, shit. No. Hello? Oh, God.
Run.
I'll be right there.
Who could it be? It's probably Motar. Oh. We have a guest.
Shorter of 6.
Mountain, guys.
Today our guest
Our guest
is
is
Mountain.
Mountain. Come on in.
Welcome.
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 Yeah, just sneaking over there.
Just
Yeah, yeah.
somehow
We
make
got
it
you.
work. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get you in here.
Yeah, just roll over my
Sure.
back. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. No, it's okay. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
I just went to it's a sheet. I just went to like 4 Verizon stores trying to fix my phone. I went to Ubreak iFix, right? And they gave me a report.
Nice.
A report.
Yeah,
So I got my report with me.
Nice.
All right.
Yep, yep.
So that's what
Overrated
people
or
are-
underrated? Verizon stops.
Overrated.
Overrated.
Overrated. We're
Oh.
doing overrated or underrated.
And basically what that is, so he's gonna say like a topic.
Hey, keep going.
Okay, and then we basically say if it's overrated or if it's underrated,
That's the
then
most
we
simple thing ever. You
elaborate.
could have just said
Okay,
that,
okay.
yeah.
If an elaboration is required.
Yeah,
So if you get 3 underrateds and an overrated, you're gonna have to explain yourself.
absolutely.
We will need an explanation.
All right, overrated or underrated? PBS.
PBS.
Yes.
Underrated.
Yeah, underrated on that.
Underrated as
Okay,
hell.
there's 3 underrateds, which means you might have to explain yourself.
Uh-oh.
No, I was gonna say underrated because like, where have they gone?
Right.
Yeah, where have they
What
gone?
happened to reading Rainbow?
It's gone.
What happened
No,
to
they
reading
brought it
Between the
back. They brought it back.
Lions?
They brought it back?
They brought it back.
Reading Rainbow?
Yeah, there's a full season of it or 2.
It's not the same guy.
It's
though,
not the
is it?
Maybe
same.
Netflix, I don't know. It's probably some like bastardized version. I don't know. But I know it came back.
We
Like
need-
2016 to 2020, somewhere.
Bring back
Oh,
more
yeah.
PBS.
More PBS.
More PBS.
Wouldn't that mean you just have to watch PBS this?
I guess, but wouldn't it be weird if I'm watching PBS? Like,
WBFO.
Yeah.
what's that?
It's our local radio station.
Oh,
It's our local branch of PBS.
your grandpa listening to the
See?
radio.
See that? Underrated.
Underrated? All right, that's a
Underrated.
sweep for underrated. Overrated or underrated? Staring into the sun.
Overrated. Fuck
Overrated?
that.
Okay,
Uh,
I'm scared to know what this answer.
yeah, overrated.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, my niece is
Corvon
a fan of that.
literally stares into the sun all the time. It's like,
Who?
Corvon.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm
Keep
saying.
looking at
Cause
it.
like, you know how he thinks, right? And
Yeah.
he's like, if I just stare into the sun enough, eventually it won't hurt my eyes. And I'm like,
well, eventually it won't hurt your
No.
eyes, 'cause you won't be able to fucking see.
yeah, and then sometimes he's like, I'm having trouble seeing, maybe it's from staring into the sun. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because people do that.
Okay, this one's for you.
Oh,
I've already
okay.
told you which one this is. Overrated or underrated? Using violence as a threat.
Underrated.
Overrated.
Overrated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need an answer on this, so overrated.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, give us your horrible explanation.
My horrible explanation. All right. Sometimes you just gotta hit somebody.
That's it?
That's it.
Yeah, but it's overrated.
Nah.
Yeah.
Sends a
Yeah.
message, makes me feel good, makes you feel good in a little bit.
Yo,
In
you
a little
know-
bit.
In a little bit.
You know Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah.
Speak softly and carry a big stick.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah,
Did he
well,
hit
I
his
don't
way
know
with
the
that
truth.
stick?
He was like the hipster of violence. You know?
I don't actually have a big stick, so I
Stick
need
on
to like
violence.
make one.
Yeah. So, you got to develop your stick.
Exactly.
I
Got
get
you.
that.
But if you have a stick,
If you had the stick,
Once I got the
overrated.
stick, I don't need to do nothing.
Then it would be overrated.
Exactly. Once I got the stick,
Yeah.
I don't got the stick right now.
all right, he'll come back to you on that one.
All right.
That big stick reputation.
Exactly.
All right, overrated or underrated? The another scoop of protein meme.
So rated.
I don't even know. So,
Oh,
I say underrated. That's just funny.
Yeah, we will be showing you.
Yeah.
It is underrated.
It's underrated.
So underrated.
And the scoop of protein.
And
It's underrated and a scoop of protein.
I don't even know it, so it's probably overrated.
Oh,
So you're gonna have to explain yourself.
yeah.
I just did.
Oh man, yeah, he
I don't
did.
even
Damn.
know it, so
He
why
doesn't know.
why would it be that cool?
There you go.
Or how could it be cool?
Plain and simple.
I hate that. Underrated.
This one definitely qualifies for me, and this is the last one that I have, but I bet someone else has another one also.
Alright.
Overrated or underrated? The noise that your car just started making.
Overrated.
Overrated.
I don't have one, but I've had one.
You don't have a car or a noise?
I don't have a noise, but I've had a noise in my old car.
I think the noise that just started my car is hella overrated because it's just that bent rim that the guy said would unbend.
I love that.
You just said wood on.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like drive, put 1,000 miles on it, it'll all be back to normal. Okay. He like switched the direction in which it was bending or whatever. I don't know. Flipped the
Oh,
tires. I was like, fuck you, whatever.
Flip the
did he charge you for that?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
He switched my brakes. He did it all.
Oh,
That was a big
okay.
contract.
I
That
thought
was-
it was just a simple.
Nah,
you
that was the
switched your
least of his
rim around.
concerns. I was like, yo,
"Hey,
what the fuck is that noise?
I'd like
And he
to think that
goes,
there's like some like
Don't
tire
worry about
mechanic,
it.
like they put it up in the air, like about to like change your tires or whatever. They just spin it and it's just like, yeah, it's good.
Nah, he said drive it for like, he's like, oh, you're going like on vacation tomorrow? Sick. It should fix itself.
That
But
should do
it
it.
did fix itself and then it unfixed itself and it's kind of been teetering between fixed and unfixed, So you never know. You never know what you're gonna get.
Interesting.
Just an overrated sound.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say underrated because
Oh,
okay.
It's got some underrated.
That's gonna need an explanation because there's
Yeah,
three overrated
yeah.
here.
Oh, you got a picture of your car, Maggie? I think.
listen.
Yeah.
We'll take the
Well,
license plate off.
First of all, my car, the most noise it usually makes is like because I didn't get an oil change or something. But lately, there's a sound. I have no clue what it is. I've been ignoring it for a while. But it's underrated
Yeah.
because it's kind of soothing, Without, like, I hate, like, okay, this sounds really fucked up, but like, having a completely fixed car, is that really me? There's gotta be something wrong with my car,
Is
right?
that really me?
Like-
Close.
I mean,
I'm gonna change that in the intro now.
Having a fixed car.
Is that
really me?
And it's just on the bottom, I was just gonna say Maggie.
No, you gotta say Magdalena.
There's-
That's what her name.
There's always some shit wrong with my car, okay? And yes, it's a fucking awful thing, and it's horrific, and I hate it, and whatever, but it's part of its personality. It's the Maggie Waggy,
Absolutely.
It's the Maggie wagon.
It's the Maggie Waggy, yeah. And that's just how it is. It's underrated. That's the sound because I don't know what it is.
I'm gonna say mine is overrated because last week after I left here,
Mhm.
halfway home, my car just started making a very loud noise.
Nice.
And
That's my shit
I
rubbing
took
off on you.
yeah, I need to stop coming here.
You know what? You know what's wrong.
Oh, I know what's wrong with it.
Oh.
Oh, I know what's wrong with it.
Overrated.
Yeah, there may or may not be a giant hole in the cat.
Mm.
You're on like a Mikey level. You got a hole in your car somewhere.
No.
No,
No,
not quite.
Listen,
You know, Mikey just popped.
Word.
Okay, Mikey
Everyone's
might have
got a
gotten
car.
into an accident and fucked up his car, okay? Connor's car isn't even his car anymore.
Mm.
Yeah.
The
When I
only
bought
thing-
it, it's about probably 20% of what's left on it. from when I bought it.
Why do you still have that car? You should buy a new car, Connor.
I can't answer that one.
All of us are just looking at you. Huh? Yeah.
Well,
What about that one?
I hear you, bro.
Wait, what was the joke that I made about it? It was what is it? An eight, right? 2008,
11.
an 11, a 2011 Kia Soul.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ooh.
yeah.
Get a new car, Connor.
You should donate it to the Key Boys. Maybe you could get some insurance money.
There you go.
Could donate it to NPR and just write it off.
Mm.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have any other
You
overrated?
got an overrated or underrated topic? You're our guest.
You can
We
literally
already
choose
talked about
anything.
the Verizon store. Though.
Yeah, I threw that one
Yeah,
out at the
Verizon's-
beginning. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
That shit is overrated.
So you stole it, so you have to come up with another one.
Okay, that's all right. I'll put this. Oh, right now?
So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Overrated or underrated? Let me think.
Overrated.
Gonna edit this out, right?
No, this stays in. No, all of this stays in. This is we do it live.
99% of it
That's
stays in.
not true.
99% of it.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
some
Oh,
cuts.
there's been
There,
some.
there's been some cuts, and it's mostly because of him.
Whoa,
Season 1 was a little.
Season 1, there was a
yikes.
lot of cuts.
lots of cuts. Yeah.
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 It's like every 5
The cuts,
seconds
are they
there was a cut.
overrated or underrated?
No.
I have
Like
one.
the cut reel, would
I
you?
have one.
You
Can I
have one?
steal it?
Yeah. No, take one.
That
and
will
then
be
I'm
the
gonna do
last
another
episode is the cut reel.
episode,
All right. Overrated or underrated? Mini keyboards.
Oh,
Oh.
we got a new keyboard. Who did
I cannot say yet because I haven't really been able to use it.
It's so tiny.
It is. I kind of like it so far. So I'm leaning underrated.
I'm gonna say underrated.
I'm
I think
leaning.
underrated. They look cute, but
I'm leaning, but
Having a giant.
you know
ass
what? I'm
keyboard
gonna
is
change my
overrated.
answer to absolutely underrated because this keyboard I can also like change out the keys and the pushies.
yep.
Yeah, the
I don't know.
switches.
You know, the push.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
switches, the
switches.
switches,
Mhm.
the keys and the switches. So
But
it's like
keep
a
pushing.
fully customizable board.
Well,
I
but
can like.
Think
it's
about how much more
badass.
shit you can put on your desk now.
Right, that's the other thing I was thinking. Like that's my old keyboard.
Look, the number pad will be missed, but everything
The number
else,
pad
come
will
on.
be missed.
Come on, all this girthy bullshit, all
Mhm.
around now.
The function buttons will be missed.
Get the sunscreen.
Yeah,
All this is gone.
that's the old one.
There's a small little bevel here.
And the new one's
New one's a quarter that.
no, it's not cordless. It's wired.
No, quarter the size.
Oh, a quarter the
Yeah.
size. Absolutely. It's actually no. I put it like against them. It's the same exact size as that. It's literally like they just cut that part out and put it on the keyboard,
Yeah, straight.
and it's nice and it sounds delicious.
Clickety clack.
Clickety clack,
Clicking that.
clickety clack.
It's overrated.
Oh, now you gotta explain yourself.
Yeah. get
Oh,
into
great, because I have this one's big brother. Because I have the full size version of this
Right.
that I showed you.
Mhm.
I've had that for 4.5 years,
Is
and
it
it's
better
still
keyboard?
perfectly fine.
But is it better?
I would say so, yeah. Because this doesn't piss me off.
How many cans of Arnold Palmer spiked lemonade can you fit on your desk?
Can I fit on my desk?
Yeah. Like right now.
Like right now.
Yeah, right
Well, let's see. My desk is technically a old kitchen table.
Okay.
So like
Plenty.
40?
40?
Yeah.
I bet you could fit 43 if you got Rob's keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
You could
Yeah.
fit probably 3 more Arnold Palmer cans on that desk.
Well,
No, full size. Try like 8. Yeah, dude. Try like 8.
8?
Yeah, I'm so serious. And if we're okay, because look at look at them both, right?
Purge shot.
Because not only is it cut off, but that little bottom board, like
Wait,
the
wait.
border of it
You,
is cut
wait,
off
you don't
too.
even have, oh my god, you don't even have arrow keys, dude.
dude, the top border is cut off
Dude.
too.
I didn't realize that. You don't have arrow keys?
Nah, son. It's a mini.
No delete button? Do you have a delete button?
Yes,
I do.
You do?
It's
Okay,
not.
okay.
It's. I had to do function and then.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
backspace.
That's fine.
See,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
have an
I got a
actual
delete
delete button.
Well then, I mean, look.
I have an actual delete button.
Yeah, but you got 8 less cans, or 2 to 8 less cans.
Have
of
you
Arnold
seen
Palmer.
my side table?
No,
It's
but
all cans.
that's what I'm saying. So you would be able to fit at least 3 more, probably more, if you got a small keyboard.
I mean, my desk also has
And all you
like
would have to do
my-
is press function to delete. Who even
my
uses
mouse,
it?
my monitor, my keyboard, my Xbox, and my TV on it.
Okay.
Mm.
So the keyboard size isn't gonna really affect how many cans I have if I have many other things on my desk.
All right,
Besides, I could just put it on there.
I got
I
one.
could just set it on.
Oh boy.
Well,
I got
then
one.
you might hit.
I
your
usually
eight-
keep mine flat anyway, so I could just put something.
Yo, arrow keys, overrated, underrated.
What
Sorry,
what key?
Arrow keys?
Yeah,
Arrow
arrow
keys?
keys.
Oh, overrated.
Oh,
See, supporting our argument right here.
Because I don't play any games that I need to use them.
that's true. I'll say overrated.
You know, my
I haven't
lefty
used
friend
arrow I'll
used
use them
arrow
for,
keys
like-
a bit, and I'm like, how do you reach around? You know, he was like lefty, so he used like the right hand mouse. It's like, dude, where's like your E key at? You know, when you're using the arrow key. So he switched to like, I don't know, what is it? IJKL.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, right? Isn't that really weird?
That is really weird.
But you know, it's the
Hey, it
opposite
works.
if you're using the left or the lefty mouse, right?
If it works, it works.
I mean, I only use the arrow keys to edit this shit, and that's about it. Otherwise, I could just not use them and be fine. But I'd
If you
rather
have that
have
keyboard.
them than not have them.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, Ableton doesn't really care about it, or the keys though, you know? I feel like it's very selective. Maybe, can you remap the keys?
Mhm.
Oh, so what are you doing, man? You could have 5 more cans.
Hold on, let me just
What are
cut
you
my
doing?
keyboard in action.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What was yours?
Okay, mine. Overrated or underrated? Clicky sounds.
Clicky sounds?
Absolutely.
I think it depends on the
Really
clicky
go
sound.
either way.
Overrated.
I'm gonna say underrated. If it's that clicky
I say
sound,
underrated. Well, that one's a little overrated.
I gotta say overrated.
Yeah, that specific one's a little overrated.
I just
That's-
gotta say overrated. because
That's
people
what,
love
what's it
the-
called? Optimal linear brown, right? Or
Oh, you got
tactical?
brown keys?
No, this is tactical.
No,
I think.
seriously, that's what they're the
Yeah.
switches. The
Yeah,
brown
yeah, yeah.
ones.
But I'm trying to
Like,
if it's I can't remember if it's optimal or tactical. I'm pretty sure they're tactical.
Yeah.
But yes, they're brown.
Okay.
But
Brown's
I
good.
want to try purple.
Guy breads.
I want to hear purple. I need to see how.
Are
purple
purples the
sounds.
clicky clackiest? Or are they?
So, well, click that.
Wait a minute.
Like just like
Can you not take off the keys?
No.
What? So this is like a membrane keyboard?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's definitely better. I mean, like mechanical keys, underrated. Clickety clacks, overrated.
All right. All right. I want my shit to sound like this is gonna be very specific, but a public school computer room, 2008 Dell computer room laptop or desktop keyboard.
Isn't that?
And the
that's
funny
one?
part is, I know
But
exactly
a little
what sound
bit
you're
like
looking
a little bit like darker, if that makes any sense.
Well, but they don't have mechanical keys in those.
I know.
Yeah, they're all.
No, but that's what made them special.
I can't find
What's the
it.
difference?
I bet you there's one out there.
This is what it sounds like.
Yeah, but it's just like a little bit like
You know.
Less.
Okay.
you know what I
Whatever
mean?
the fuck
A little
this
bit more
is.
jovial. You need smaller fingers to get that clack, you know? It's all the kids clickety clack.
Nah, cause I was getting that click clack.
You were getting that clickety?
I was getting that clickety clack.
that clickety clack.
Clickety clack. All right.
25.
25. All right, I think we're ready to move on.
I'm ready to move on.
All right. Let's do it.
How the hell did I
Ah.
do that again?
No, I don't like this segment.
Oh,
Okay. Just her. She doesn't like this segment. Some of us love this segment.
It's cute, right?
It is pretty nice.
I think we're gonna start off with the funny one.
All right.
All
All
right.
you got to do is fill in the blank.
Yes.
It's card
So
against
so basically, instead of like doing the Cards Against Humanity answer, you're gonna put your answer instead.
sure.
Okay. So Rob, would you like to go first?
Sure.
Great. What has been making life difficult in the nudist colony?
Eczema.
Oh. Okay. Anyone else?
Tractors.
Tractors?
Can I
I'm
change
gonna-
my answer?
I was gonna say the one guy in the Hawaiian shirt.
Bro, what was the prompt?
What has been making life difficult in the nudist colony?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Run
burn.
Oh shit.
What were you gonna change yours?
Nah,
No. Members of New York's social elite are paying thousands of dollars just to experience blank.
Holy shit.
living like a college student.
That would be implying that you had money. But I like it.
Vivisection.
What'd you
Vivisection. I think that's when they like, I don't know.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
No, I'm not laughing at the answer. I'm just laughing at how quiet the answer was.
I was very confident.
Wait, say the prompt again.
New York social elite are funneling thousands of dollars just to experience blank.
Yeah, I got a good answer. That was a good answer.
No one?
Already filled mine in.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you say?
Living like a college student.
Oh yeah. What about you, Connor?
I'm gonna say a depressed single person apartment.
What's that drug?
Alright. I see you, Connor. All right, this is like the parallel line
What shit
bullshit.
that people take to lose weight?
Not really.
We'll go.
You're struggling. I'm struggling to live.
Oh, Ozempic.
We'll go be's the same.
Oh, something.
Yeah, that's the answer. Ozempic.
Okay. As Teddy Roosevelt said, the four main virtues are honor, temperance, industry, and blank.
Yeah.
Big stick.
Yeah, the big stick.
Big
We
stick.
just talked
We just
about
talked
this.
about it. Call it back.
Okay, now do an actual answer.
The big stick.
The big stick.
The big stick,
Yeah.
not a big stick.
And I'm gonna do big stick.
Okay. Pass. Blank. Kid tested, mother approved. Khakis.
Yeah.
Ketamine?
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
So mother approved.
Yeah, no, they
What you got,
rich
Bobby?
people will be buying.
Did you say one, Bobby?
I don't think so.
No. You got one? No.
No.
The Second Amendment.
Oh.
Oh.
Robert.
Okay. Mom's to-do list. Buy groceries, clean up blank, soccer practice. Oh.
Okay.
The funny part, my answer was not far off from that. I was gonna say, buy groceries, clean up the guy next door, soccer practice.
I'm gonna say the guy next door's blood.
The milkman.
Okay. The milkman.
Yeah,
Clean
binary answers.
Up
Clean up the milk.
the Israel-Palestine conflict.
Nice.
Oh, that might be a one.
No, and then
I don't
soccer
think you'll get to
practice.
soccer practice.
No, and then soccer practice.
Okay.
Just real quick, just make it stop.
What is the Canadian government using to inspire rural students to succeed?
Oh, math.
He's not far off.
No.
What kind of phone is that?
Oh, phone is
Samsung Galaxy
ginormous.
S22.
This phone is ginormous.
See, I'm trying to get.
Sir, that is
something
a
like
tablet.
That shit is
It's kind of a
giant.
phablet, definitely. I mean, it feels like way smaller than like the giant phones from yesteryear.
Okay, the last one.
So don't rate my phone.
Groundhog call? That's what you're searching?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out about this groundhog call.
All right, last one.
Seriously.
Bob Ross's little known first show was called The Joy of Blank.
Wait, say it again.
Bob Ross's little known first show was called The Joy of Blank.
Hunting. With 50 caliber sniper rifles.
Yeah, I was gonna
Those
say,
happy little dreams.
I was gonna say something, but then I caught myself. The joy of killing,
Oh,
and then insert, slur for people of Vietnamese descent, because Vietnam. But I had a specific one.
oh, Vietnam.
Well, he was in Vietnam, wasn't he? Wasn't he killing people?
He was.
Like he was a sniper in Vietnam, like
What?
No, I think he was the Navy.
Navy. Sure, yeah, he was.
Oh wait,
murdered.
wasn't
Bobby
he Air
Hall?
Force?
Yeah,
I don't know,
Bob
Air
Ross
Force or some
was-
shit.
No,
Bob
he
Ross was.
He's accomplished.
Yes.
Is all I'll say.
He was a great painter.
Yes, he was.
Something to do with.
You got one?
Oh,
Thank Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. The Joy of
Yeah.
Bob Ross's little known first TV show was called The Joy of Waking Up Naked in the Denny's parking lot.
Nice.
Okay. Word.
Shit was wild.
Shit was wild.
It was wild.
All right. I have no more. So I think we can move on to
Time to
complaining
bitch.
about bullshit.
Word. I have a great one.
Yeah. All right, we're complaining about bullshit because there's nothing specific. So
We just got a
Chicago
bunch.
for teen.
Chicago.
Chicago for teens. Okay, so basically what I want to bitch about today is theater teachers and schools in general setting talented children up to fail by doing these amazing Broadway shows that you can't really do in high school because
I'm gonna need a picture of that
Of the
badge right
subject
there
matter.
of what?
of that purple thing, so I could just put that in the
Teen
corner. And
edition?
it just says teen
Yeah,
edition.
yeah. So like my local high school, I guess you can say, did a show of Chicago, and
Here's the verdict.
let's just say, have you seen Chicago?
I've seen Chicago
Okay,
before,
you've
yeah.
seen
Have you
Chicago.
seen Chicago?
Mountain has not seen Chicago.
Oh,
I've
If
seen I've seen
this is
clips
what-
of Chicago.
this is a great point though. If I would have brought Mountain to this show, he would have been like, "What the fuck did I just watch?" Because like me and my mother went together, and we both have seen Chicago many times. We love Chicago, one of my favorites, probably like my favorite Broadway musical.
Even the teen one?
No. So there was one or like okay, there was like three really talented kids, I can say. Although there were a few like you could tell they were like freshmen or sophomores or something because they were in like the back choir or something, and my local high school likes to do that shit where they don't give freshmen or sophomores really a good chance to like be like a lead or whatever, unless they really have a trash senior class and they need to bring in like some freshmen or something. But so okay, so it started off with All That Jazz. We love All That Jazz. Great song, whatever. Then it went right into the Cell Block Tango.
Oh!
Right into the Cell
Wow!
Block Tango.
Jesus.
Really?
Yes,
They brought it up.
they
How'd
did.
do it?
They did the Cell Block Tango.
No, but you don't understand. Going from All That Jazz into Cell Block Tango is like skipping 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's like the raunchy one.
Yeah,
That's like the raunchy scene,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, yeah.
Of
Yeah.
Chicago, pretty
Right.
much.
Cell
Other
Block
than
Tango.
maybe like Cellophane. I feel like that's a really popular song. Yeah.
Cellophane?
Well,
Yeah.
All That Jazz is obviously the most popular one, but like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And All That Jazz.
Exactly.
Fucking love that song.
Anyways, they
Sing
went
it, Robert.
right into the Cell Block Tango, which it wasn't like okay, it wasn't so raunchy as in okay, it was raunchy. Like they were wearing like little like onesies and like no pants, you know, like just
Right.
you know whatever, and like that's all right because you wear like leotards and dance and whatever, and you can't really say that that's like, but what the song is about, they didn't censor pretty much most of the words other than like Velma's entire story was not what it was, and then the one where it like obviously was about her sister and you know the whole thing,
Right.
but it didn't really say all the words that Velma
Oh,
said.
so it was.
Yeah,
It's just
it
like
was
I had
very-
an altercation with my sister,
It's very
and
censored. It was very censored. And then though I was very impressed, like what is she, Swedish or German or some shit?
Hungarian.
The Hungarian. She learned it. She learned the words and she said the Hungarian line and all that. And like she was good. I think she was only in like that scene or whatever. But and I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to talk too much about it, but like it's so insane how they did this. And like so they had all that jazz, and they had the Cell Block Tango, and then they did like the fucking Mama Knows Best song, but then they didn't explain her character at all. So like nobody knew what she was. Like that's the woman that's supposed to be Queen Latifah.
Oh,
Yeah. You know how when I explained to you what Chicago was, I was like, it's a bunch of lady killers, and like Queen Latifah's just there, and, like yeah. But like, but yeah,
she's just there.
well, she is, but she's a phenomenal part of the entire movie if you watch the movie. But she's a great character, and they went from that, and then they went to like all these other things. Basically, it was like the Chicago soundtrack, and it was very raunchy, but there was very little acting in it, and they didn't really tell you the story.
Oh.
So it was basically like, okay, All That Jazz, then Cell Block Tango, what the fuck's going on? They didn't explain like in the very beginning, the narrator, like you know how there's a narrator in it, like in general, like there's supposed to be, but like the narrator basically said like some weird verbiage of she killed some guy, and then her husband, she tried to get her husband to take the blame for it, whatever the fuck. You saw that little scene, and then you didn't see her go to jail. It just went right to Cell Block Tango. So like you didn't see what really Cell Block Tango was. You just went right into jail, and they didn't even explain that she got arrested really. And then she comes out, and then Velma comes out, and Roxy comes out. I'm sorry, I'm not explaining. And then Velma comes out, and then Velma's like, "Hey, we could like do this together, like how?" Because there's like a whole scene of her being like, we did this and blah blah blah, and whatever, doing the whole dance thing. That was amazing. Velma was great. Loved her. She was awesome. She was all in, but like everyone else was so like reserved and shit, and it was just weird. They didn't explain the story at all. So then like the fucking they did more scenes, and then it cut, and then part two she was like, I'm pregnant, and then she did Me and My Baby, and so everyone was like, okay, so she's in jail, but now she's pregnant, or is she really pregnant? And then they went right into the court scene, and then they just then they didn't explain anything, and then she was like, oh, and then Amos was like, oh, I'm gonna be a dad, and then she was like, oh, I'm not really pregnant. And then they did like a whole thing, and then the court scene was over, and then they had her and Velma do a thing together and didn't explain anything. So,
So it's like they put all the scenes
We
in.
have another
oh, Mario?
Mario.
Oh. But yeah,
Oh,
so
now.
so
We're in a podcast.
Yeah, you are.
We are
yeah,
complaining
we're-
about the
You know what?
teen version of the musical Chicago.
Take my seat on the-
hey,
I'm very passionate about this.
yes,
Mario.
okay. So yeah, they didn't explain the story at all, and I felt like it was a complete, like, there were some talented kids. Like the dude that played Amos was good. Roxy was okay. The girl that did the Hungarian shit was good. Fucking Velma was amazing. But and like I said, anybody who's ever seen Chicago or hasn't seen Chicago went into that and was like, I just saw a bunch of girls dance around half naked. I watched a few good singing scenes. I watched some guy sadly sing about how nobody loves me all alone and talk something about cellophane. I don't know. This guy named Billy came out a few times. He was horrible, and he did this one really good. Like this is from a perspective of
Yeah.
someone. He did this really good act where some bitch sat on his lap and acted like a puppet. That was all right. But then that was the rest of him, and then he came back and sang this really horrible song, and just got worse throughout the entire show. And then the bitch was pregnant. Did you catch that? I didn't catch that. Was she pregnant or was she not pregnant?
Did you catch that?
She sung about her baby for a whole number. I mean, I don't know.
Did you catch that?
And
That's
then
what it is for me.
there was a court scene, and now she's free, but like she's upset that she's free because she doesn't get publicity anymore. But like, why was she trying to get publicity? Because they didn't explain that. They didn't explain Billy or who he is.
Yeah.
Except for the one scene where everyone comes out and they're like, Billy. And then like that's it. Like it was like a Grease moment when
Right.
fucking what's his face comes out.
Danny or
No, the fucking he's a real man. He's saying like what's his fucking Vince?
Vince? Sure.
Oh, Vince McMahon.
Yes. No.
No.
Yeah.
So let's say that's
but
very
yes, always
Yes.
Vince
No.
McMahon. Well, I was just saying yes because always Vince McMahon. But no, what's his fucking name? He's at like the dance and like he like you were in this show and you don't know it. They didn't do this part probably.
What? When
You
like
see that
the
show something?
when like the singer Vinny something? I don't.
No, he's like the guy that comes to the school dance and he's like the guy that
The singer.
hosts it.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I
Vince something.
didn't
All right,
feel
so
like
Vince.
me
keep
to-
going.
Whatever. It's like when like all the girls are like,
Yeah.
yeah. That's how it was for that scene. And then they sung about Billy because there's a song about Billy. And then like that's all I explained about Billy. Then he just kept coming back. And then they hung the girl. They hung the Hungarian girl.
What?
Yes.
He actually did that?
Yes, they actually did it, dude. Not like they didn't put no rope around her neck, but like they had her like stand on a chair, and then like they had like these things, and then the narrator came out and was like, blah blah blah. She was hung, and then she like jumped off her chair, and like this, and like yeah, it looks like she got hung.
Oh, got
And I was like, yo, they
so
really
she
did
might
that.
be hung.
Even no, it looked real. Like it looks kind of scary.
Like with a real rope and everything, or no?
Like there was a rope, but it didn't like go around her neck. Like she jumped off her chair and went like her legs went like through
Oh,
it. So
yeah.
she like
Gotcha.
yeah. Anyways, it was just like, why did they do that? Why did they do that? Why did they do that?
Lack of money.
Why did they do that?
Oh, just down.
Oh, I should have brought more people so you guys could have seen what the fuck. And there were like these little like ninth grade girls sitting in front of me and my mom, like a row of them. You could just see their like jaw dropping like every few minutes. And they're just like, what's going on? And I'm just like, yo, like, this is so crazy. And like my mom after the first half like turned to me and she was just like, wow. Like this is quite ambitious. And I'm
Quite ambitious.
like, yeah,
It's putting it nicely.
dude,
Right.
it was the most ambitious thing ever. And like I said, it was okay if you didn't give a fuck about the story.
Mhm.
It was the Chicago soundtrack with a little bit of bad acting and um yeah. Yeah. Fuck
So,
me.
all right. So scale of 1 to 10.
Of how
2.
bad or how good?
You can choose either one.
Okay. As far as talent, I'd say like 6. As
Okay.
far as executing what they were supposed to execute, 1.5.
Oh shit.
For an overall score of 2.5.
Because I swear anybody who's never seen that show had no clue what that was about. Like I almost
I feel
forgot
like if
what it
you-
was about because of
I
it.
feel like if you've just by the exclamation, I feel like if you've seen it, you go into this, you watch it, you walk out with more questions of what went.
Probably because like I'm sure a lot of people enjoyed it because it's mostly like parents and grandparents and whatever, and they're just excited to see their kids on stage and whatever the fuck. But like to
Got local
say
theater critic here.
to put I am. I'm not gonna lie, like to put that out
And say
and
that it's Chicago the musical.
and put it out as Chicago and not like Chicago
For
the
Dean.
soundtrack. Like
Right.
you can't say you're doing a production of Chicago, and you can't do a production of Chicago when you're in high school.
Yeah, definitely not
Because
Chicago.
you can't pull it off. You can't do all the shit that you're supposed to do. Half of the things cut out. Most of the songs were like censored and like, but a lot of it wasn't. A lot of it wasn't, which is like I know a lot of parents were like, "What the fuck?" Like
Pretty
I
sure.
just watched my 10-year-old. No, they're like what,
10-year-old.
I just watched my like
Like fucking young
14-year-old
Sheldon?
daughter fucking straddle some guy and fucking spread her legs out to the audience multiple times during multiple musical numbers.
Oh.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, my
Oh,
old
directed
school,
by Bond.
my old school, they did Phantom. They had a working chandelier that like went into the audience and everything.
We
It was
didn't have
pretty
money
cool,
for
but
that.
it was not. Well, it was like
Or
already
space.
built in. I'm pretty sure.
You see, the one thing I was very impressed by was honestly the stage looked great, the lighting looked great, the crew did great. Like you could tell how on their shit there were. Like multiple times Roxy's fucking bonnet fell off her goddamn head, and every time there was someone that fucking ran out like the speed of lightning to get that shit after the fucking. A lot of times people be slacking on stupid shit like that. I'm not kidding. But the lighting was great and everything. Like it looked really nice. They had more like set stuff than I've ever seen at that school.
At the high school level?
production. Yeah, well, at that school specifically, like they have like the big sign with Roxy's name that came down all
shit,
glittery
really?
and shit, and they had a few like weird set changes, but it was alright. But goddamn, don't do Chicago in high school.
Don't do Chicago, folks.
Stick with
Don't
your
High schools. Don't do Chicago high schools.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up?
Yeah.
You got anything to bitch about, Connor?
Not really. Not this week anyway.
Do you have anything to bitch about?
It can
In
be
your life?
anything to bitch about.
Not really right now.
What about you, Mountain? Anything to bitch
Yeah.
about?
I got plenty to
Yeah.
think about. So I've been on my phone looking into this groundhog call. I can't find a single thing on it, so that must mean that they're good at being cultists, but also I can't prove that it exists at all. I've only heard about this through like word of mouth, and I'm trying to become a member. If
Is it a
anybody's listening-
groundhog cult?
I don't know, Maggie. I don't know what it is. I don't. Nobody's saying anything about the cult.
Wait, what is it? A groundhog cult full of
Look,
groundhogs?
look.
People who
Emily
like
told me.
groundhogs.
Emily told me that there's a cult having to do with Puxatawny Phil,
Okay.
like 2 years ago.
Okay.
I don't talk to
Theme,
Emily
the
anymore, you know.
celebrations that
But
go
Yeah.
off in it.
but look, I want
She
it.
didn't specify.
I want it.
I want it.
Yeah.
I want it.
That's all I know.
I
So
think
if
first
you
step
look it
is
up,
going to
no. If you
the-
look it up,
to the
Puxatawny,
city.
right? Puxatawny.
Yeah. That's the first
So you
step.
look it up. There's this inner circle of groundhog people, but they
Oh, groundhog
run-
people.
they run the holiday. I guess it's like the mayor of Puxatawny or some shit, and all its cronies.
Right.
But what's so special about them? Why do they get to tell the weather? What is wrong? What's up with Staten Island Chuck? Why did Bill de Blasio kill Staten Island Chuck? You know what I mean?
This is gonna be a new
Yeah.
segment.
No, I'm serious. Like, why did Bill de
Conspiracy
Blasio
theory.
kill Staten Island Chuck? And why is Puxatawny Phil apparently like, you know, groundhogs have a fucking lifespan of like 10 years? This has been multi-100-year tradition.
They just keep
Where
naming it Phil.
where does Puxatawny Phil come from?
They got a farm.
So
Groundhog breeding.
that's number one on the docket for bitching. So I don't know anything
Number
about that.
one.
If anybody from the ether knows anything about this call, hit me up.
Hit us up about the groundhog cult. If you
Yeah.
know anything, please reach out.
We are desperate. We need to know.
Cannot wait to see the comments on this.
No, seriously, that's for real. Number two, Verizon stores, as we alluded to. I've been to 3 of them. The guy told me to go fuck myself. He gave me a new SIM card. I drove down the road. I didn't have any service. I drove back. He's like, look, fuck you. I went to Ubreak iFix and the guy did a diagnostics. I brought the diagnostic sheet. Let's read it off. I have
That's a welcome list.
well, no. There's like 4 checks. So everything else passed. My phone's in okay condition. But look, 5G connection failure, check. VOLET registration status, check. Who knows what that means? Call drop, check. I don't know. Call mute diagnosis, check. Who knows what that means? What is call mute diagnosis? I don't know. And then data communication unavailable, check. But there's nothing that says fail. So like I'm gonna fucking submit insurance claim and they're gonna be like, well,
Fuck you.
yeah, fuck you, exactly. So I'm just a whole bunch of people telling me to go fuck myself.
He's just
today.
going in a circle.
Gotcha.
So-
It's just a.
Fuck
if the
the
groundhog
Verizon stores.
Call can help, please, but
Mountain, if it makes you feel better, my phone is also fucked because it's so old. My phone does not get 5G anymore. So when I'm at work, I don't have service.
but let me tell you, so I've been Instacarting. So
Yeah.
I pick up my order, I got service. I get to the guy's house, it's an alcohol delivery or whatever the fuck. I go to like scan his ID and then my connection just drops like mid thing.
Ooh.
So I have this awkward ass conversation. But then I leave to go back to the store. I get halfway back to the store to drop off the other alcohol order, my Instacart order. And then I suddenly have connection again. So I get to the other house and then my connection drops again. So then I'm like, dude, I can't help you with the alcohol. And then they just get mad at me and I'm mad at the phone, but it's my fault. And I don't know.
I hear you.
I don't know.
Fuck
So-
that.
So yeah, I don't know.
Get good.
Oh my God.
Wow.
You calling this a skill issue?
I am calling this a skill issue because I got Google Fi and have never had a problem.
Whoa, some guy
And
told
it's
me that the-
$15 a
that
month.
the antennas in my phone don't work to the new towers, but it's like 5 days ago they worked, and he was like, "Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
tip fuck." So that's where we're at right now. So if you know any groundhogs or
Cell phone
or
towers.
cell phone, anything about 5G, that's all. Maybe next week we'll talk about 5G and the towers and how
Maybe.
the 5G service when we got
They're
that.
run by how?
No,
they're
no, no,
run
no.
They're run by
You don't understand.
They're
I got
run
a
by
phone that does
groundhogs,
5G, and my
That's
phone
what the
service
ground-
got worse, Maggie.
That's
My
where
phone
the
service got
groundhogs are,
worse.
Mom, and they're running the 5G towers.
The
But
punks
look,
are
there was a
something
4G
under a cell
LTE
phone
tower that worked fine, and now I got 5G, and I don't have shit. And I don't even pick up the 5G from Canada anymore. I can't even mooch off Canada stuff. I won't even reach that far. So swim. 5G is a scam.
It
They're just
is.
trying to fuck you.
It is.
And groundhogs don't predict the weather, but maybe they do. And Bill de Blasio killed Staten Island Chuck.
Okay.
It's a fact. There's a video of it. We can play it. There's a video of Bill de Blasio murdering Staten Island Chuck. Who, by the way, if you don't know
Is
who
it an actual
Staten Island
video or a
Chuck,
cartoon?
Staten Island Chuck is the more accurate groundhog, by the way,
Ah.
by the numbers.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. You
What
don't.
did he say this year?
Staten Island, I don't know what Staten Island Chuck said this year because he's been dead since Bill de Blasio was in there. Bill de Blasio. Oh my
Bill-
God, it came up immediately.
Okay, I think we gotta go before we watch some groundhogs.
Yeah, before we watch a
No.
groundhog get murdered,
It'll be in the
wash your
background.
fucking hands and
Stand
whatever the
up,
fuck that is.
Yeah, wash your hands, folks, or I'm gonna do what Bill de Blasio did to Staten Island Chuck.
See, look.
See, look.
He picks up Bill. He's like, oh, he saw his shadow. Uh-oh, Bill de Blasio. And then guess what he does? Staten Island Chuck runs away and he died. He died. Staten Island Chuck is dead.
Bill de Blasio.
Bill
you
de
horrible
Blasio
man.
murdered Staten Island Chuck.
Goddamn.
And it's still recording.
Damn.
So that was a live reaction.
Fuck Bill de Blasio.
Bill
We
de
don't
Blasio.
support Bill de Blasio in this house. He's a bitch.
Staten Island Chuck forever.
Staten Island Chuck forever. Wash your hands.
Next week we're gonna get that on a shirt.
Yes.
Staten Island
Staten
Chuck
Island
forever.
Chuck forever.
Three of us are just gonna have the same shirt.
Yeah. All right.
You good?
Peace
Goodbye.
out, y'all.